Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Yankees today is Mel Stottlemyre, whose record is 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Gary Bell, whose record is 0-1 with a 15.43 ERA. And so the Yankees continue to win. They've won 4 in a row to start off the season. They beat our Pilots yesterday 7-3. Another game where we were really never quite in it. Our starting pitching has really let us down. I feel like I say that every time we start off a new game, but the walks are absolutely crushing us. And, you know, we've been able to fight back a couple times. I think it was Sean who said that despite our terrible team ERA, we are still 2-3. So a pretty decent record. And we are looking for our first home victory in franchise history today, perhaps. So we do have Gary Ding Dong Bell on the mound. He was terrible the first time out, walking 6 in 2 1/3 innings. So I hope he's got it together today. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I finally hit 300 subscribers. I believe it was yesterday afternoon. Kind of exciting for me. I never thought I would get 15 subscribers. So it's nice to feel appreciated. So thank you for subscribing, whether it was way back in the early days or if it was just yesterday. Thank you so much. Gary Bell on the mound. Diego Segui, he is a real bummer so far this year. He will not be available today, which is probably a good thing. So, okay, there is our lineup for today. Mel Stottlemyre, solid pitcher on the mound. He is a right-hander. We're going to give Van Kelly, recently traded for, the first opportunity to start at second base. If he's good, if he can hit, he's definitely the best defensive second baseman we have. If he can hit, I'm just going to give him the job, flat out. We're moving Fred Stanley back to his normal position today. And I think what that really means is that Ray Euler might be the odd man out, and he's untradeable, but we may just cut him and give a roster spot to somebody else. So, okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the New York Yankees. A little different today, looks like. Batting leadoff, playing center field is Dick Simpson. Batting second at second base is Horace Clarke. Batting third in left field is Bobby Murcer. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Tony Solaita. Batting fifth in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting sixth, playing third base is Bobby Cox. Batting seventh and catching is Jake Gibbs. Batting eighth at shortstop is Elia. And the pitcher is batting ninth. That's, of course, Mel Stottlemyre. Take a quick look at Gary Bell. Bell making his second start as a Pilot. He 0-1, 15.43. He had those 6 walks, gave up 3 hits, 2 home runs. It was a terrible performance. I thought maybe having him start on opening day versus his old teammate would maybe inspire him, but he just got blowed up pretty good. So not a great pitcher, but he's all we've got. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. It is rated an 85, so pretty solid pitch. A couple of the pitches below average. Overall rated an 80. The 32-year-old righty will go to become a free agent after next season. Let's take a look at our defense. It's going to be markedly improved with that 88 at second. We still have Harper out in right field, which is a major liability. We've been pitch bringing a defensive replacement in the late innings last few games. So let's get today's game started. Here's Dick Simpson leading off against Gary Bell. Striking him out. Okay, that's a good start. Got to feel good about a K. That will bring up Horace Clarke hitless on the season. And a walk. Oh, come on. I don't think Gary Bell's going to make. I mean, somebody's got to start. I don't know how we're going to do it going forward. Clarke on first. Here's Bobby Murcer. Clarke steals second. That is his first stolen base on the year. Pilots have yet to get a stolen base, as Bobby Murcer with a 1-0 count takes ball 2, and Clarke attempted to steal third base, and our boy McNertney guns him down as he should. So there's out number 2, and Gary Bell 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. 2-0 count and a base hit into right field. Murcer on first. Here's Tony Solaita, batting 200, no home runs. Fly ball to center field. That should be catchable. It is, as Wayne Comer makes the grab. So we go to the bottom of the first. Let's do the Pilots lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommy Harper. Batting second in left field is Mike Hegan. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Don Mincher. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth in center field is Wayne Comer. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Fred Stanley. And the pitcher, Gary Bell, in the ninth spot. Let's take a look at Mel Stottlemyre. Got some notes on Mel Stottlemyre. A 5-time All-Star. He did make it to one World Series with the Yankees in 1964. The Yankees lost that series to the Cardinals. And Mel Stottlemyre, he just came along at the wrong time, just as the Yankees were kind of on the downslide. Of course, he is the father of Mel and Todd Stottlemyre. In 1969, in real life, he went 20-14 with a 2.82 ERA. He had 24 complete games, which led the AL in losses. As you can see here, in 1966, he lost 20 games, and then in 1972, he lost 18. After the 1973 season, he was only 32 years old. He tore his rotator cuff, and he retired at the age of 33. He became a pitching coach with the Yankees for a long time, and also bounced around with some other teams, and unfortunately passed away in 2019 from bone cancer. He is making his second start, 1-0. He had 6 Ks in 5 innings. Opponents batted .304 against him in that one start. Fastball is topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 51.5. His best pitch is a slider. He also has a sinker that is above average. A couple other pitches mixed in. Overall rated an 89. The 27-year-old righty does go to arbitration at the end of the season. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Yankees. They have a liability at shortstop. That is Elia, rated as 70 defensively. And don't forget they got Gibbs behind the plate. He's got an 81 arm. I'd like to get a stolen base and kind of get that off the schneid if we can today. Tommy Harper leading off, ropes it to center field. Caught on the line by the center fielder Simpson. So one down. That will bring up Mike Hegan. Hegan flips it over the third baseman's head down the left field line for a double. That is Hegan's first double of the season. A lot of these players, if you take a look here at Mike Hegan, a lot of these players are really getting their first ever playing time. So Hegan did not even play in 68 for the Yanks. 67, he had 118 at-bats, batted 136. So, you know, a lot of these guys are really just getting their first opportunities to play every day. Ground ball for Mitch Rollins to first. That'll get Hegan over. And the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. That will bring up Doberman Mincher, batting .474. He took a big offer yesterday. That dropped his average to below 500. He walks to bring Jerry McNertney up. He's leading the team in home runs. A nice surprise. Full count to McNertney, and he flips it to right. And that'll settle into the glove of Bill Robinson for out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning. Here's Bill Robinson leading off. This is his first at-bat of the year. And he strikes out. Gary Bell, 2 Ks, only 1 walk. Kind of amazing so far. Bobby Cox, ground ball to first. There's out number 2. Can we make it a 1-2-3 inning for Bell? Jake Gibbs up, and he dumps it into center field. It falls in. I totally jinxed him on that. That's hit number 2 for the Yankees, and Gibbs batting .455. Pretty solid. Runner on first. Here is Elia. He seems to be their like middle infield guy. He played yesterday at second as Mel Stottlemyre grounds out to short. So already Gary Bell doing much better than he did in opening day. Maybe he got the jitters taken care of as Comer strikes out to lead off the bottom of the second. 1 out. Here's Van Kelly. First start as a pilot, ground ball to second. He did come in as a defensive replacement yesterday. 2 quick outs for Stottlemyre. That'll bring up Fred Stanley. And Stanley grounds out to short. A 1-2-3 inning for Stottlemyre. We go to the top of the third. And it is the top of the lineup with Dick Simpson leading off. Struck out the first time up, and he walks here. So 3 walks now for Bell. I don't know how patient we can be with him. Good pitch from Bell, though, jamming Clarke inside. I thought we could turn 2 there. Instead, it's a force out at second. That's the first out of the inning. Clarke on first for Bobby Murcer. Murcer had a base hit the first time up, and another double play opportunity, and an error by Van Kelly. And I think we're in trouble here. The cleanup hitter, Tony Solaita, steps up here with runners on first and second. 2-0 count. Another opportunity for a double play to short. There we go. You give us 3 shots at it, we'll make one of them, I guess. We go to the bottom of the third inning. No score. Mel Stottlemyre. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Gary Bell. I see at 51 pitches. I thought I was looking at Stottlemyre. I need more coffee to get my act together. Here's Gary Bell. He had 1 at bat on opening day. And he slices it kind of like on a little bit of a hook into center field for a base hit. So Gary Bell, the first Pilots pitcher to get a hit in history. Very nice. Let's hit and run. Leadoff man on. We're going to hit and run with Tommy Harper. He does that well enough. And a base hit to center. Will Bell go to third? Yeah, he does. Good hustle by Bell. At 56 speed, not the best. Yankees playing the infield at regular depth, so we're going to let Mike Hegan take a cut here. 1-2 count, and he strikes out. Oh, come on. Well, that will bring up Rich Rollins. He is our hit and run guy. If he can't drive in this run, then nobody can. Playing double play depth and a tapper back to Stottlemyre. And an error! He throws it away, a two-base error. Bell scores, Harper goes to third, and Rollins standing on second base. We feel good about that. We really needed to get a run on the board first. I don't think we've scored first since opening day when Harper led off with the home run. Don Mincher up next. He's already got a couple sac flies on the season, and he's going to get another flying out to center field. Harper tags and scores. Rollins will advance to third. And it's 2-0 Seattle. Rollins on third base now for McNertney, and he gets a base hit into left. So the Pilots are lighting up Stottlemyre. It's 3-0. And Wayne Comer at the plate. Comer batting .200. Yet to hit a home run. Pounds it into the dirt. Ground ball to second, and that will do it. So it's a 3-0 lead for the Pilots headed to the fourth inning. Bill Robinson will lead off. Gets some pretty good wood on it. Sends it to center field. Right to the warning track. 352 feet. Keep in mind, it's a short porch in left, and the alleys are pretty short as well at 350. We should be having more home runs than we are as Bobby Cox gets a base hit into the left. One down, runner on first. That'll bring up the catcher, Jake Gibbs. Had a hit the first time up. A comebacker to Bell, and he gets the force at second. Can't turn two. Pretty decent speed for a catcher. Gibbs has a 79 rated speed. So right around average. And he gets picked off. There we go. McNertney has one caught stealing, and then Gary Ding Dong Bell rang the bell. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Van Kelly will lead off. Popping it up on the infield. Carrying to the outfield grass of shallow center field for out number one. That'll bring up Fred Stanley, and Stanley walks. Can never walk the guy before the pitcher. That is bad news, because you know he's going to try to lay down a bunt. They're not even bringing the infield in, not even the corners. So if Bell can get the bunt down, that should be an easy sack. Good job by Bell. Stanley in scoring position for Tommy Harper. Two down, and Harper pulls it to the left side to short, and Elia makes the play. We go to the top of the fifth. Pilots are up 3. Elia leading off. This will be the last inning for Gary Bell. This is kind of like the makeup game for getting blowed up on opening day. Elia is going to get a base hit past the third baseman. Good job by Hegan getting it in quickly, holding Elia to a single. Going to pull the corners in with Mel Stottlemyre up, assuming he'll lay down a bunt. Oh, he strikes out. He takes a stab at it. And Gary Bell has his third K. That matches his opening day total. Runner on first. One down. Back to the top of the lineup. Third time through the lineup with Dick Simpson. Simpson flying out to center. 2 outs. Horace Clarke up. He's still looking to get off the schneid. How many at-bats does he have? He's over 13. Oh my gosh. That's kind of rough to come back from. And there's the base hit right there as he dumps it into left center field. I shouldn't open my mouth. Clarke gets off the schneid. He's happy over there at first. First and third, 2 down. Bobby Murcer, a couple lefties here. This is where things get dicey for Bell. There we go, popping it up to third. Looks like Rollins will make the catch, and there's out number 3. So a much better performance from Bell. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Mike Hegan leading off. Ground ball to third. 1 out. That will bring up Rich Rollins. Rollins gets a base hit to left. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. Bobby Murcer, great defensive outfielder. Runner on first. Here's Don Mincher. He walked today, had a sac fly. He rips it into right field, off the wall. We're sending the runner. Rollins scores from first. A double for the Doberman. That is his second double on the year. He's got 7 RBI. And this is the 6th game for the Pilots. So Mincher has been incredibly productive. Okay, here's Jerry McNertney, runner on second. Ground ball to first. That'll get him over. Now, Wayne Comer, I like Wayne Comer, so we're going to be patient with him. But he doesn't have a good record stat-wise from last year, and he's kind of off to a rough start. And you know how much I already like Steve Hovley, who can play center field and is left-handed. So we might have to go and begin a lefty-righty matchup. So he pops out. He takes a lot of pitches there. That's a good job by him. We go to the 9th inning. The 6th inning. And I know Bell is getting close to where he gets tired. I'm going to give him the opportunity to continue as long as he doesn't run into trouble. Oh, never mind. Oh, base up the middle. The 3-1 count, I thought, okay, well, maybe he was going to walk him, but that'll do. That'll do, Pig. That'll do. We're going to bring in Jerry Stevenson, who's been absolutely lights out in relief. Take a look. He's thrown 5 innings, 3 hits given up, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. His fastball tops out at 93. Screwball is his really only decent pitch, just above average. He's got a below average fastball. Rated a 75, the 25-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. Okay, so here is Bill Robinson. Jerry Stevenson inherits the runner at first. Base hit. Well, I don't know what's going to happen here. And 3-run home run. Yep. So that was pretty much written in stone with the base hit to lead off the inning. We are still up a run, and Stevenson was due, right? I mean, if you have a 75 rating, you're not going to go a long time with that. And a walk, yeah, so let's just get it over with. Ground ball to second. Can't turn 2. They're going to bring in Ron Blumberg, the first ever DH in the history of baseball. You see his 1972 card here. I mean, we just pitched to him. There's nothing we can do. Infield single. So, yeah, this game hasn't changed a bit. We're going to pull the infield in. Can't afford to let that run score. It'll probably be a sac fly. Now he strikes him out on the screwball. So, he shows him that the fastball at 93. Bounces back with the screwball. So let's see if Horace Clarke can get back to his swing and miss ways. First and third, we're going to play straight away. 1-0 count. And he flips it into left center field. Hegan on his horse making the catch. So we do manage to hold on to the lead for what it's worth. We're going to bring in Hal Reniff. Reniff did not play in 68 at all. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage, 40.1%. Palm ball, that is his go-to pitch. Really only a one-pitch pitcher. Overall rated a 74. The 30-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. Okay. Van Kelly leading off. We got some work to do here. Hey, there's a base hit from Kelly into center field. Do we want to go for two? We do not. That will bring up Stanley. We're going to lay down a sack bunt. Try to get Kelly over. 2-2 count. That's a good bunt. Down the first base line. Kelly into scoring position. We're going to bring in our pinch hitter extraordinaire, Steve Hovley. Isn't Steve Hovley, as I keep saying. Hoping it'll catch on with all you kids out there. He's 3 for 10 on the year. And he's got 3 ribbies. 2 walks. He has yet to strike out. That is the kiss of death. 0-1 count. Hovley. Oh, he's going to dump it into left center field. Get down. Yes. Run scores. We're going to hold him at first. Great job. This guy, man, would he be terrible if I put him in center field? Like, I mean, would he automatically stop hitting when we need him? All right. We get 1 run back. And Hovley, we're going to send him. It's only a 66% chance. But we need to get this stolen base to feel good about ourselves. There we go. Hovley, first stolen base in Seattle Pilots history. Good job by him. Now he's in scoring position for Tom Harper. Full count. Sharp shot into center field. Hovley will tag. 2 down. Here's Mike Hegan. Maybe Hegan can get another run on the board for us. Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman grabs it. And Clarke throws him out at first. So, good job there. Harper just batted, so we're going to use Hovley on defense. 81. 91. Okay. So that's easy. We will put Hovley in right. Harper, defensive liability, coming out of the game. He does have our only outfield assist this year, though. But we'll take the defensive improvement. And we will replace with our left-handed pitcher, John Morris. He's going to pitch in 100 games this year. But he has a hell of a time getting left-handers out as a lefty. But we got to let him try. It's Bobby Murcer leading off. 1-2 count. Fly ball to center. Out number 1. That'll bring up the left-hander, Tony Solaita. And he pops it up. All right. Good job by Morris so far. Can you get a 1-2-3 inning, get his ERA down? Here's Bill Robinson striking him out. There we go. The tide is turned. We got the momentum back. Bottom of the 7th inning. Rollins, Mincher, and McNertney has 3, 4, and 5 due up. Rollins grounds out to second, 1 out. Here's Don Mincher back up to 500 on the season. Ground ball to short. I thought it got through him. Instead, the play's made by Elia. 2 outs, and then McNertney strikes out looking. That's a bummer. We're going to the 8th inning. Time to bring in our setup guy, Jack Acker. With Segui unavailable, it's Jack Ack. Take a look at his numbers here. Pretty solid. He was a closer last year for Oaktown. He had 12 saves anyway. I don't know if that constitutes closing. Here we go. Bobby Cox leading off, top of the 8th inning. Ground ball to third. Rollins gets him at first. 1 down. That will bring up Jake Gibbs. Gibbs strikes out. That was a pitcher's call right there. Right in the upper part of the box. 2 quick outs for Acker as Elia steps up. A comebacker to Acker. And there's out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Renniff's still in there as Wayne Comer will lead off. Fly ball into left center field. 1 out. That'll bring up Van Kelly. He kind of got things started in the 6th with his base hit. Here he pops up to short. 2 down, and Fred Stanley walks. That will give Hovley a chance here to do some more good. 2-2 count. And is that going to fall in for a hit? Oh, no, it's going to carry deep enough for Murcer to make the catch. We are going to the 9th inning, and that means it is time for Mike Marshall to come in to get a save opportunity. He's 1 for 2 on the season. He's only been in 2 games. He blew the first save, and he got the second one. Got a pinch hitter here. For the Yankees, it's Matt Galante, who I think went on to be a coach. He leads off the 9th. Ground ball up the middle. Good range from the shortstop. Stanley makes the play. There's 1 out. Dick Simpson hits a ground ball to third. 2 quick outs, and Horace Clarke will step up. He got his first hit of the year. He's 1 for 15 on the season. Ground ball to short. That could be the ball game. It is. Pilots hang on to win. Handshakes, butt slaps, slap estates. Okay. Whoa, a big ass trade offer from Montreal. I'm thinking already, absolutely yes. I mean, we're giving up Greg Goosen, who's in the minor leagues. And he's a first baseman catcher. We don't need either. And we would get Mudcat Grant. Let's take a look at the scouting on that. Oh, come on. He's a lifetime starting pitcher. He's got 280 starts in his career. And you're telling me that's only good for a 54? That doesn't help us in the way that we need it to. And then everybody else is just a utility guy. We do get John Pocabella, who could catch, and a couple of future mediocre players. I still feel like we got to do it, right? Because this will help build our minor league system. Everybody's in AAA. We've got no single A players right now. And this is an expansion team, a second expansion team trading with us. So let's talk. Let's talk about this here. They have a couple decent starters, but scrolling. Wow, they're losing a couple everyday players. Let's see. Can we balance the cash? Is throwing some dough. Trade is already evenly balanced. You know what? We're going to do this just because it does kind of build our bench. So we're going to submit the offer. Goosen is flying north. Sign the deal. Okay. Well, that was easy. Okay, let's take a look at the standings. There's the National League for you. St. Louis 5-0. Seattle, we're 3-3 now. We're 1.5 back in the West. I have no idea. We are in the same division as Kansas City. Kansas City Royals. So they're an expansion team. So I feel like we're going to do better than them. who's to say? Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Ozzy Blanco, 4 hits for the White Sox, beat the Royals. Ron Hansen had a hit. It was a double. Ken Berry, number 8 hitter, hit a home run. And he had 4 RBI. Nicely done. First place belongs to the Orioles. They won 1-0 over Oaktown. Tom Phoebus pitched an excellent game. Complete game shutout, I guess. Gene Tennis didn't score. Okay. Sal Bando didn't score. You know why? Because they didn't score any runs. And the A's got no offensive help from Tommy Reynolds. Wait, what? What? We lost Jim Bowden for 7 weeks. Why didn't that come up? Wait, let me check our injury contingency. Yes, stop play if anyone is injured for 1 day. I don't want to find out that way. I don't want to find out like that. Damn it. That was a punch to the nose. So Jim Bouton is done for how long? 7 weeks. For 2 months. So thank goodness we made that trade for Grant. I guess he was going to just step right into that. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, and a trade for Montreal. Brian Downing leaves the White Sox and goes to Montreal. So there's a lot. Okay, so we just need to go to transactions here. Okay, so let's take a look at this trade with the Sox and the Expos. Montreal trades Mac Jones, pretty damn good player, to the White Sox. He's a center fielder. Looking good. Play anywhere in the outfield. And in return, the White Sox give up Chico Escarrega, who is he's a rookie. I mean, not a rookie. He's a first-year player in single-A ball, yet to throw a pitch. And also they get Brian Downing, who is, in this game, he could play catcher. He could play left field, but he's technically a lifetime DH. And that doesn't come around for a couple years, so that might not be of use. All right, and then here's our big trade where we send Greg the Goose Goosen. He migrates north to Montreal. Speaking French. We get Mudcat Grant. I'm going to have to get a photograph of him. And the rest of these guys. And he's going to go right into Jim Bouton's position. Just for the posterity, we got Jose Herrera, who could play left field, I guess. We don't. He'll be in AAA. John Pocabella. He's a catcher, and he'll go to AAA. Or maybe he might be our bench guy. We'll send Federico Rodriguez or Velasquez down. We have Remy Hermoso. He's a second baseman. That is a single-A guy if I ever seen one. And Gary Gestad, who's a third baseman that will be in single-A and probably never leave. Okay. And then there's Jim Bouton's injury. Technically out for exactly 54 days, so almost 2 full months. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like it or subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 400. I'm going to get greedy about it. You could be 301 if you haven't already subscribed. Player of ball game. Tough call here. I think we're going to give it to the Doberman. He drove in 2 runs. He had a double, and I think he's got 3 sac flies already. Gary Bell gets the win, so he's going to live to pitch another day in the rotation. Jerry Stevenson did not earn the right to get Jim Bouton's spot, in my opinion. The bullpen shut him down as Mike Marshall gets his second save. Bobby Cox had that big 3-run home run that everybody saw coming. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. That is Jim. No, Jim Bouton's not going tomorrow. It's our number 2 guy, left-hander, Steve Barber, is on the mound tomorrow. So until then, everyone, have a great day.